Okay, John. Well, WordPress thesis and agility being what they are, there are a whole bunch of ways to skin this cat. Um, I think what I would do, um, because I feel like three columns in a column that narrow is really not very good design and not very easy or interesting to read. So I think what I would do would be to use, start with a page. I'm sorry, start with a no sidebars template as a starting place for a custom template. Then I wouldn't have any sidebar or anything like that on there. I'd just do the this whole thing in one full template, and then you'll have a choice of how you want to configure these three columns. I think probably the easiest way to do that would be to use one of my content grid boxes and to put the content grid box directly below the content area. And then once you've done that in the skin editor, then you can done that and saved it, then you go over to skin content and you'd pick the number of columns, which obviously would be 3, and then I'd just put 3 widgets in there, and then use that TinyMCE or Black Studio TinyMCE plugin to use one of their visual widgets to put the content in for each of the 3 columns. That seems like the most straightforward way to do it. I mean, there are a bunch of other ways you could do it too, but this makes it easy for you to change the names of the widget areas. You just need to make sure that you give this content grid box a name, like maybe team or meet the team or something like that. Give it a name so that all the widget areas get named in a way that makes sense. And I think that's probably the easiest, most straightforward way to handle that. Note that the content grid box is not intended to be laid out in the skin editor. I mean, you'll use the skin editor to place it, but from that point on, you close the skin editor and you do all the layout and modification of its content in skin content. And I'm pretty sure there's a video about that over here under, let's see, skins for thesis theme 2.2, agility, and then let's see, layout system. Skin design options, color scheme, let's see, styling a phone number, submit button. Oh, dang. It could be that this video here, the page layout system, may have information on that. Otherwise, I am teaching a whole series of new seminars starting next week on agility, and I'll make sure to cover that concept as clearly as possible.